All right, y'all, we about to try this again. Last stream, I had to pull that sucker because everything was wrong, but I think I got the issue fixed. So give me a minute and we'll be back on deck like we never left. All right, I think we should be cool this time, right? Let me turn the music down a little bit. I think we should be straight this time. So hopefully we won't run into the same train wreck we just ran into about 10 minutes ago, bruh. I've tried to go live and pull. I've had to pull this video 3 freaking times already. So with that said, I think the issues are fixed. I think everything should be straight. I would appreciate it if somebody would let me know in the comments if everything is cool. Say a hey Terry, stream looks great, stream sounds great. I would appreciate it. All right, I think we got money now. My guy Glenn said everything is working. By the way, what's up, Glenn? So listen, this was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Half of my coffee is gone. Y'all see what that say? You see what that say? I think the lag is gone. I think the lag is gone. So let me do an audio check. Let me know. Make sure it's no lag. Let me know if the audio sounds straight. Let me know if the music is loud enough. I think everything is good. Robert Harris says, no lag. That's what I like to hear. Then Voren Greenstone Videography says, everything seems good. And that's what I like to hear. Because we've had all types of issues for the last 30 minutes. It's been real. But I'm happy to say I think we good, man. So we'll give it a few minutes. Then we'll go through our typical roll call. I haven't streamed since actually about a month. The last stream was on this channel with Gerald Undone, and that was about a month ago. So we'll give it a little bit more time, and then we'll go ahead and get this bad baby going. I don't know what the issue was, to be honest. When in my streaming software versus like the broadcast, I was like 5 or 6 minutes behind. That's why when y'all was commenting like bad lag, I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't seeing it because the stream was just all jacked up. But I'm happy to report now that everything is fine. So I'm gonna take a second before we get it popping, go through the roll call, say what's up to everybody. I'm gonna go share this out on my Twitter. If you here, make sure you drop a like. Do that now. We need a bunch of likes early for algorithmic purposes. And then, yeah, make sure you make yourself known so we can shout you out on the roll call. I'm gonna go copy this link over to Twitter. I'm gonna go copy this link over to Twitter, get the fam over from Twitter, and then we'll start moving from there. So again, let me ask y'all for a favor. Like the video and then hit the share button right on the YouTube video. Right there where it says share. Copy the link and then go to YouTube. I don't care if you go to the corner. I don't care if you go to the paste the link somewhere. I'm about to do it now, and then like I said, we'll come back, get this roll call jumping, and then we'll go from there. So right now, before we get started, I'm just copying the link to Twitter. And I encourage y'all to like and do the same if you are just now coming in here. So create post. I'm over on Twitter. I think I am. Hold up. Here we are. All right, so I'm over on Twitter right here. Can you see that? Yep. And I'm about to tweet it out now. All right, all of the issues are now fixed. Let's go. Sharing it out. Let's go. Come, kick it, and chill. All right, I think we good. Let me post the picture. Where's the picture, yo? I thought the picture was on my phone. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We about to go ahead and get the roll call started, yo. About to go ahead and get the roll call started. It's still early. You know, the YouTube notifications is still going out. But we'll go ahead and start right now. I got my coffee because we had all of those technical difficulties. And half of my cup is gone. It's been about 30 days since my last stream. Last stream was lit. Gerald Undone came on. We kicked it. No special guest tonight. It's just me. We just gonna kick it and talk. So let's go ahead and get this roll call popping. I like this song. Oh. All right. Yeah. Voren says, looks like we good now. RL Music says, sounds good now. What up, RL Music? Aerial Guy, what up, man? Good to see you. Working good for me. That's what I like to hear. Dominique, what's happening? Doing a roll call right now. Dominique, what's happening? Thanks for coming through. Everything looks good. Music to my ears. My man Digital Slang, what's up? Thanks for coming through, man. It's early. I appreciate you. My guy Daniel Costa. We good. I like to hear that. That puts a smile on Terry's face. John Egwin is back. Says no lag. That's what I like to hear, yo. Thanks for coming through. Aerial Guy, this man drinking coffee at 9 p.m., pulling the all-nighter. Listen, man, I will be in the bed in 2 hours. No joke. I drink coffee all day, every day. Actually, when I drink it at night, sometimes it helps me like go to sleep. I know that's crazy. All right. CJ said, Glenn said, CJ not quite in here yet. Yeah, man. You know how that goes. Thanks for coming through, though, Glenn. Digital Slang, audio is straight. Music to my ears. Arif, what's up, man? Hope I pronounced your name the correct way. What up, my dude? What's going on? Greg said good now. That's what I like to hear, yo. Man, it was a struggle getting this stream going. My guy Danny Wingett in the building, man. What's up? Thanks for coming through. Hope all is well, my guy. My bright Icon, what up, man? Hey, me and Icon went out today to try to film, yo. Straight fail. That's what I was on Twitter earlier talking about, man. Some days you get out there, you try to put something together and it just don't work. Today was one of them days, but what's good, man? We'll get it the next time. Yo. Thanks for coming through, man. I really appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. Have a sip of coffee. There you go. But you got to drink from that side. That's because of COVID. Can't be sharing stuff like that. Yeah. By the way, I'm drinking pumpkin spice tonight. I'm in extra basic mode. Oh, first super chat of the building. Glenn Davison, brother of brothers, wondering if E-mount lenses you suggest for Sony a7S III, especially for creators. First of all, I gotta say thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. Super chats are not required, y'all. But as y'all know, if you do want to contribute to the stream, my Cash App is below. Also, you can super chat. The only reason I don't like super chat is because even though I appreciate it, YouTube takes quite the hit of it, which it's all good. But thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate that. And if anybody else wants to donate to the cause, all of that money that y'all donate goes back into this channel. Obviously keeps the lights on, feeds the babies. But I do occasionally like to give back and do cool things for people. So again, it's not required, but if you like to contribute to the stream, have at it. And by the way, if you haven't liked this stream yet, do it now. What the hell are you waiting on? Just do it now. Like, I don't even know what y'all waiting for. Shafiq, did I say that right? Terry, what's good? What's happening? What is going on? Let's get back to Glenn's question real quick. What E-mount lenses do you suggest for a7S III? It all depends on budget, and for content creators, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But need to know what budget you got, and we'll revisit that. Alan Osborne, what's happening, man? Thanks for coming through. Monish, that's a great question. We're gonna get into all the nitty-gritty spec stuff. I actually made a whole video on the best memory cards, I think, for the a7S III, but hey, we're gonna talk about that in 1 second. Let's finish this roll call. Aaron Booley, what's up, man? Long time no see. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Definite Fiction, liked and retweeted. Let me go fact check that. I don't know about that. You might be lying about that. Let me see. Let me go on Twitter and see if you retweeted it. I see a retweet from my guy Danny Wingett. Oh, yeah. Hey, I see you. Hey, and I'm about to follow you too. Thank you for the share, yo. Thank you for the share. I appreciate that. DCJ Reviews, what up? Long time no see it here. I don't know where you been, but you slipping. You need to show your face more often in here. Dominique said, doing well. How are you? I'm great, man. Ain't no point in complaining. Don't nobody care anyways. So it ain't even no point. LaDavid B, what up? What's happening? I see you all. I see you swole in the profile picture. Don't make me pop top, baby. You know that? Hey, Terry still got it, man. David Midnight. How long has it been since you last streamed? Feels like it's been a while. LOL, nice to see you back. Hey, nice to see you back. The last stream was about a month ago, and it was that stream was lit. We had a lot of people, obviously, because Gerald Undone was in here. So, but that was about a month ago. I haven't streamed since then. I try to keep the streams. I don't like doing them too often, just because like I try to be the content creator I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? When people stream every day, for me, it becomes less interesting. So I try to space them out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do them all the time. It was one point where I was doing it like every week. And honestly, I was just running out of stuff to talk about. And I started noticing like people weren't as engaged as I wanted them to be. So I stopped doing it. But what up, Dwayne? What up, man? First time in. Hey, thanks for coming through. It's going to get lit in here. I'm telling you right now, we just getting started. Everything is good, seems now. Everything seems good now. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. C. Butler, what up, fam? Good to see you. Haven't seen you around these parts in a minute. Michael Upchurch, what's happening? Nice bike in the profile picture. Digital Slang video is now nice and crispy. That's what I like to hear, yo. Hey, you know what, man? You have a sip of coffee. There you go. A sip of coffee just for you. There you go. All right. David Midnight. I knew somebody was gonna ask this dang on question. You sold your 24mm f1.4. What lens are you using right now? I did. I did. We're gonna get back to that in 1 second. All right, let me get through the roll call, and then we gonna go back, right? Mike Stuckey, thanks for coming back, yo. Thank you for coming back. Tech for your needs, don't know how I missed you. What up? Welcome back. Great to see you on here. But yeah, Mike Stuckey, man, it was rough. It was rough getting this stream going. Like, everything was going wrong. I had to restart everything. I had to restart the house, the Wi-Fi, the computer, had to restart my life. I had to restart everything to get this freaking stream to work. So thanks for coming back. That lightning connector will get you every time. Yeah. So what he's talking about is I went to fly the drone today, right? And I'll be using Androids, but I'll switch to the iPhone 12 Pro, and they still putting this GDMF lightning port on here, and I forgot to switch the connector on the controller. So not only did I drive out 20 minutes to go fly it at said location, I got all the way out there to find out that I forgot to freaking switch the cable, which I was so annoyed, yo. I'm jealous. Pumpkin spice is one of my favorite coffee, and mind you don't drink. Hey, listen, I love pumpkin spice, but I only drink flavored coffee in the evenings. My coffee during the mornings, during the day, black with sugar, because I like to taste the flavor. Rocking the A6600, but put a pre-order on the A7C. But wondering if I could complete the order or wait for the A7 IV. Oh, we gonna talk about that. Orlando theme park. Oh, alive. Oh, yes. Michael from Orange County. What up? Yeah. Renato, greetings from Peru. Wow, thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate you. What time is it over in Peru? That is one place I really want to go to, is Peru. DCJ Reviews working, brother. Good. That's good. What I like to hear. Brad, what up? It's been a minute. I know, haven't seen your face around here in a minute, man. Stop being a freaking stranger. However, I'm gonna let you get a sip of this coffee. Pumpkin spice. Have some. There you go, my guy. I stay reading through the tweets though. Hey, all right, y'all know I live on Twitter. Not sure how you got the color on the live stream to look like this, but this looks good. All right, so I'm gonna take a second. I do this every stream. I just haven't done it yet. I'm gonna take a second to let y'all know where to find all of the production details for the stream. If you go in the description of this video, I talk about what camera I use, which right now I'm using the Sony a7 III with the mystery lens, which I'm gonna get to in 1 second. I got the Godox SL60 right here to my left. I'm using the Elgato Wave 3. Shout out to my folks over at Elgato for hooking me up with this mic. But I'm using the Elgato Wave 3. The streaming software I'm using, if any of y'all use Mac, it's called Ecamm. Ecamm, if you got a Sony camera or a Canon camera, you don't need a capture card. You just gotta plug it in and Ecamm automatically recognizes it. If you want to try out Ecamm, it's a free trial in the description. But I love Ecamm. The music is from Epidemic Sound, and then the look is actually one of my custom LUTs called Drama, which if you into film looks, if you into film LUTs, you could grab my 8-pack in the description. I don't want to turn this into like me trying to sell y'all stuff, but since you asked, you get 8 of them. Dope film LUTs. I use them on every video. This is how I got this look. That LUT is called Drama. You get it down in the description, $9.99. Again, before we get started, all of y'all in the stream, thank y'all for taking the time out to come kick it tonight. We about to kick it, have some fun, Q&A, ask questions, crack jokes, talk about whatever. Make sure you like the stream if you are in here. If you haven't liked the stream, I'm gonna find you, and it's gonna be some of that. Hey, like the stream, yo. Like the stream. And if any of y'all want to take a second and share it out, go on Twitter, IG, copy the share link, and go tell your friends and everybody else to come kick it with Terry tonight. Lastly, if anybody wants to donate to the stream, it's totally up to you, not required. I'm not asking you to. However, if you do, Cash App is below. Also, you can also just use Super Chat, which I said this before, but I'll say it one more time. Super Chat always goes back into the channel, helps keeps the lights on, feeds the babies, and I like to give back occasionally, so it'll go to one of those purposes. But let's finish the roll call, and then we'll go back up and get through some of these questions. Did you like to retweeted this? Let me go fact check. Let me go fact check, because I think you fronting. I see you. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all with the likes. I see y'all with the retweets and everything. Thank you very much. First time on your live chat. First time for everything. What up, Mike? All right, Yogi, we back. This time, everything is working. Yogi, you get a sip of coffee, my guy. Here. Hey, have a sip. It's almost gone. Edwin J, new subscriber. What up? What up? Thank you for joining the squad, man. It's a family over here. I don't even like the term subscribe. I don't like the term subscribers because it's just so freaking cheese. It's a squad. This is fam. Welcome. Thanks for joining. All right. Still got comments rolling in. Cedric Rogers, what up? Thank you for coming. Greetings from the Philippines. Woo! From the Philippines? That's love. Thank you for stopping through. Y'all got me sweating. Yeah, we had big tech woes tonight. It was all bad. I had the same drone problem last week when I switched to iOS. You want to talk about Saudi? Wow. I was straight pissed. Pumpkin spice coffee is good. Yeah, it is. Jason Million, what up? Thanks for coming through. Digital slang, need to try. All right, Mona said, what's your workout routine? You look lit AF. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I actually now, I was big into bodybuilding for a minute, but you know, ain't really no money in that unless you on steroids, and I ain't on steroids. So I got out of it because it was taking up too much of my time, but it wasn't giving me enough benefits. So now I just work out to maintain. I mean, I still got that cannon right there, but I usually just go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I do cardio occasionally. It's not like I'm not super consistent with it, I ain't gonna lie. But I still go like 3 or 4 times a week. The audio and video footage is crystal clear. Sounds great. Awesome. Love to hear that. Brady getting work for the football fans. Hey, yo, super chat from my guy Yogi, man. Thank you so much. As always, the super chats are not required, but definitely appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Lori Byrne, hi from Scotland. So listen, we done had Peru, Scotland, the Philippines are here. Much love, y'all. Thank you for coming through. And then, oh, y'all talk about football. I don't even watch football. All right, so look. So, yo, since we got the roll call out the way, I think I got everybody. If you are here and you did not get shouted out, it's because you did not say nothing. So, if you are in here and you did not say what's up, say what's up now before we get into the other stuff. Because I want to talk about, the first thing is I want to answer these questions. The second thing is I want to talk about how I am excited about this PS5 about to come. Oh, we got India too. Woo. So wait, India, Peru, the Philippines, and Scotland. So raw. That's so dope. That's so dope that people all the way in Scotland, Philippines, India, Toronto, Peru are in this stream right now. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, so matter of fact, everybody just drop where you from. You might as well just rep where you from, man. I see Canada over here. I see DC in here. Be Rich, what's up, man? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. We got Toronto in the building. In case you missed it, if you just joined, we got Peru in the building, India in the building, Scotland and then India in the building, Canada in the building, and a bunch of people from the States. That's so raw. And here I am up here by the Great Lakes. Fall is beautiful right now, by the way. But yeah, we got the roll call done. As long as don't nobody else got nobody else. If don't nobody else want to rep where they from, we'll move on. Oh, we got another Scotland. Yo, Scotland, Detroit, Cleveland, Boston. Shout out to Ariel Guy to Cleveland. Big shout out. Nashville, Minnesota, Ontario, another Canadian, Wyoming. Who else? Greenville. I used to live in South Carolina. Let's see who else we got. Who else are here before we move on? South Carolina. Another South Carolina. Jimmy is promo in the building. What's up, man? Kansas City, Rochester, New York. Hey, New York is like my second home, man. I got a love-hate relationship with New York. Because like New York, it's just so busy, man. It's always garbage everywhere, but I love New York. I need some Prince Street pizza in my life. And it's just like the land of opportunity, man. There's so much opportunity in New York. I love it. Every time I go there, it's business meetings. It's this, it's that. Gotta love it, yo. Oh, we got more people here. Let me get back to it. Rochester, yeah. Brooklyn, yeah. Jason C, what up? Thanks for coming back. We got all the issues straightened out. Basil Tiffany, what up? What up? What up? Where you from? Chicago, West V, Raleigh. I just got here. Let's start over. You late. Dominic, North Carolina. I'm sorry, Dominique. Yeah, you late. California, I just got, California was actually the last place I went, I think. No, last place I went was Florida. It was Cali right before that. San Francisco. Yo, San Francisco is freaking beautiful. Dwayne Mims, when you get the PS5, I need to know what games you're looking out for. All right, bet. So since you just go ahead and since you just started, you just opened the can of worms. Dirty Jers. Dirty Jers. Hey, yo. PS5, what games I'm looking out for? Straight off top, I'm not even a Spider-Man fan, but Spider-Man looks so crazy. I gotta have it. I've been watching videos on Spider-Man all day. Aside from that, I like the games that I'm really looking forward to ain't coming out on launch. Like, I'm really looking forward to the next Horizon Zero Dawn. That is one of my favorite games of all time, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to that new God of War. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm even more pumped about is the facts that most games that were available for PS4 Pro can run at 60 frames a second on the PlayStation 5. So that's what I'm more like. I'm excited to replay God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn at 60 frames a second. Did I say God of War? God of War at 60 frames a second. So it's just like I'm extra pumped to replay some of the games that I wanted to replay. I haven't even finished Ghost of Tsushima yet, because Ghost of Tsushima is also supported at 60 frames a second on the PlayStation 5. So I want to finish the rest of Ghost of Tsushima at 60 frames a second. Thoughts on Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I'm looking forward to it. I was watching some videos on it yesterday. So, Cyberpunk I'm looking forward to too, but that's not coming out until December. But back to thoughts on Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want to try it out. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since like the first one. And I know I missed a whole lot. So I was watching some videos. It looks amazing. I want to try that out too. PlayStation versus Xbox. That's a great question. Y'all always stirring the pot up with these questions. I don't really think you could go wrong with either. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's wild to me because like people will literally sit online and cuss each other out and fight each other over some video games or cell phones. Like people be online like arguing and fighting over cell phones. Like, do y'all understand how stupid y'all look? Y'all dogging each other and dissing each other over the phone I picked? You gonna call me out my name because I chose an Android phone over an iPhone, or because I chose to play PlayStation instead of Xbox? Y'all look so stupid arguing over that type of stuff. But since you asked the question, I prefer PlayStation. Not because I think it's superior to Xbox. Because I think like horsepower wise, the new Xbox is actually more powerful than the PS5. However, I always use this analogy with the PS4, or I'm sorry, the PS5, Xbox. Listen, I can give you a Ferrari right now, but if you can't drive it, or if the tires are bad, what good is the Ferrari? It's the same principle with the Xbox. The Xbox is always more powerful than the PlayStation. However, all of the big games is on PlayStation. So what good is all that horsepower if I ain't got no freaking games to play on it? So that's why I prefer PlayStation, because I'm not like a big sports game head. I'm not like a big sports head, you know what I'm saying? So the games that I like to play are games like Witcher 3, like Ghost of Tsushima, Warzone, stuff like that. Even though Warzone is cross-platform, but you get what I'm saying. The games I prefer to play is on PlayStation, not Xbox. So the people who like, oh my God, you're stupid because you didn't buy the new Xbox, or you didn't get, like, shut up. Seriously, just shut up. Just sit down somewhere and chill out. Honestly, I think the PlayStation is butt ugly. I don't know what they was thinking when they designed the PlayStation 5. It is ugly. Trash. It looks like trash. I don't know, like, who was in charge of the design team? And it's wild that, like, they all collectively thought, hey, this is great. This looks fantastic. No, shit's ugly, period. I don't know who thought the PS5 design was lit, because it's not. I wish they would have went, like, Xbox, just make it, like, it's, what were they trying, like, it looks like a dolphin. What were they trying to make it look like? I don't know. But that new Xbox, I like the way it looks. It's just a square. You know what I'm saying? It matches everything else. It matches everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of your other peripherals in your entertainment area are freaking black, right? They're black. Your sound system is usually black. Your PlayStation is black. Most people TVs are black. Everything is black. So then I gotta put this big stupid white looking. And by the way, I don't know if y'all saw how tall the PlayStation 5 is. Somebody online stacked up two OG PS4s on top of each other, and the PS5 was still taller than both of those stacked on top of each other. It's wild. Oh, wait, we got comments. She said it looks like a messed up book. I agree. Trevor, what up, man? Thanks for coming through. JC, you know I'm always keeping it real. Michelle, what up? Hi there, I'm just trying. What are you trying to do? I'm curious. But they need to take a dab and relax. Yep. Xbox controllers burn my hands. Yeah. And I'm black, so I'm matching everything. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, anyways, the PlayStation looks mad odd. I don't really know what they was thinking, but needless to say, I can't wait till I get mine. Really looking forward to it. Amazon says mine should be here Thursday. I had to sell so much stuff to get it. Matter of fact, I just sold a camera to get some of my money back. Eric the Red, what up? Like your videos, man. I appreciate that. Yo, let me take an intermission real quick. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through here. Like each and every one of you. You could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to hang out with Terry. Have a sip of coffee. There you go. Have a sip. There you go. Have a sip of coffee. Thank y'all so much for coming through and kicking it. I really appreciate y'all's support. We almost at 14K on the channel. I know that don't sound like a big deal, but it's a big deal to me. So thank y'all for everybody. Thank y'all everybody for y'all support. Thank y'all to the people who've already sent super chats. Really appreciate y'all. We got a few more faces in here, and then I'm gonna address all of these questions in the building, right? All right, so let me see. Renee, what up? Thanks for coming through, man. Great to see your face. Like the colors on the iPhone 12 models. They look like Crayola. Yeah. Get one and apply. No, so listen, what I'm going to do with my PlayStation 5, no cap, I'm plastic dipping mine because you could take the panels off. So I'm just going to plastic dip them black. Everything else over here is black. Like if I turn the camera around right now, everything else is black. All of my peripherals are black. And I got this big, ridiculous white and black PlayStation 5, which is huge. It just doesn't match. So I'm plastic dipping the joint as soon as I get it. Just don't remember. Yep, just a reminder. Don't forget to answer the. Yep, I got you. That's huge. Thank you. That's more than most of the world. Congratulations. Thanks, man. That means a lot from you. And Renee, also, I did want to thank you personally, man, for like you always sharing my videos. Matter of fact, I just think like how you are in the creator space is so dope, man. Usually when you get like the bigger channels, and this goes for everything in life, not even just YouTube. A lot of people don't like showing love to the people that's coming up behind them. And Renee is somebody who don't care how many subs you got, don't care about none of that stuff. If he like it, he's sharing it. And he is one person, and he's been instrumental to a lot of my recent videos, like getting a lot of views that they did because he is always consistently sharing them and tweeting them out. And I really appreciate that, man. I don't take stuff like that for granted. And I try to always pay it forward and share other people's content, help other people out, even outside of YouTube. And I really appreciate that. So let's get back to some of the questions from the beginning. Because I think that they need to get answered. So Glenn asked, wondering what E-mount lenses you suggest for the Sony a7S III. That is a loaded question. I say it's a loaded question because lenses in general are just, it's a loaded question because there's so many different lenses that work for so many different scenarios or that are specialized for so many different scenarios. And it also depends on how much money you want to spend. Excuse me. It also depends on how much money you want to spend. So that's a tough one. Let's go back to this one. Do you suggest Sony tough V90 memory cards for 1080p, 240 frames per second on the A7S III? So here's the thing with the 240 frames per second. You don't need V90s to access that. It depends. Because remember, slow and quick, you can kind of change things around. You can film it in slow-mo and then output it at 24p or 30p or 48p or 60p. So some of the modes on the A7S III, when it comes to 240 frames a second, my wife got mine right now, so I can't show you. Some of the modes you can access with a V60. You don't even need a V90. But if you want to go for the highest bit rate that you could get in 240 FPS or 120 FPS, then yes, you need either you need V90s or you need the CF Express Type A. But to answer your question, number one, Sony Tough cards are lit. That's number one. Make sure you get the updated ones because before, some of the A7S IIIs weren't reading Sony Tough cards, which is crazy. You would think by default they would read them, right? But you don't need the Tough cards to be able to do anything with the A7S III. And for 240 FPS, if you got V90, yeah, you'll be able to use all the modes, but you can use V60 for most of it. All right, let's keep it going. There's some other questions in here. I already answered this one. How long has it been since you last streamed? 30 days. It's been about a month. Like I said, last live stream was with Gerald Undone. David Midnight brought this up. I knew it was gonna happen. You sold your 24mm f1.4. What lens are you using right now? All right. I gotta cut the music real quick. I gotta cut the music because this is deep. I'm actually, my next video that's coming out, I'm actually making a video on this, but I'm gonna let y'all know. So the Sony 24mm f1.4 G Master, in my opinion, the God lens. I love that lens. However, as much as I love that lens, 24 millimeters at f1.4 is a look you cannot get nowhere. Like, you typically, to get that type of depth of field, you need to be like on a 70 to 200 at 200 millimeters, with your subject closest possible to you and a whole lot of space behind you. So that lens is like a unicorn lens because you could get up close on something at f1.4, and because it's 24 millimeters, it makes your subject appear like larger than life, but it also blows out the background. And it's a look that you just can't get nowhere else. The only issue is it's a prime lens, which I'm more so a prime lens user. But there are times when I'm out, for example, creating YouTube content or doing side projects for my freelance work, where I hate switching lenses, right? Because a 24 and a 50 perspective wise is a huge difference. You don't want to like take a 24 millimeter and try to do a portrait of somebody, whereas a 50 millimeter you do. So for me, it was becoming like tiring, like having to switch a lens out. Like I might put the 24 on there and be like, oh, I don't really like the way that looks. Let me try the 50 out and see if that 50 will give me a better look. And then I'll put the 50 on there. And as soon as I get that shot, the next shot I want to get is a wide shot. So then I got to take the 50 off and put the 24 back on there. You get what I'm saying with this? So even though it's a dope, fast, beautiful lens, for me, as much as I love that lens, like it's amazing for talking head stuff and B-roll. But there was a guy who is local who was like, hey, Terry, I will trade you straight up, a 24 to 70 G Master, which is $2,300 new, by the way, for your 24 millimeter G Master. See, he wanted the opposite. He was locked off in the house and didn't need a zoom lens. So having one lens was practical for him. And even though he took a loss on it, he wanted to trade it straight up. And I was like, you know what? I might win out of this situation. And honestly, I'm not mad that I did it. It's so sharp. I'm going to bring the music back in. It's so sharp and it's so versatile. And then we're going to change the song too, by the way. We're going to put on a different song. We're going to change the vibe. But it's so sharp and it's so dope having 24 all the way to 70 and not having to switch lenses. And as a creator, that's a perfect focal length. You know what I'm saying? 24 to 70 is a perfect focal length. I could get B-roll. I could do my talking head stuff. I could do portraits if I want to at 70 millimeters or 50 millimeters. And f2.8 on a full frame is still plenty of depth of field. So that's why I got rid of it. Now to answer the second part of your question, what lens am I using right now? Well, right now am using my Sony a7 III, not the a7S III. And the a7 III has a crop mode in 4K. Okay, so right now I'm using the Sigma 16 millimeter f1.4 in crop mode on the Sony a7S III. And it's crazy because y'all see the witch finger right here, the teacher finger. You see that? Look at that depth of field right there. You see the teacher finger right there? I'm blown out. I'm trapped over here. I am trapped. It looks the same in video. Because like I made a whole video comparing the G Master against the Sigma 16 millimeter. It's a quarter of the price, but in video it looks exactly the same. Photos is a different story, but that's what I'm using right now. The the Sigma 16 millimeter, because in crop mode on the a7 III, you got to live by that crop factor. So 24 millimeters times. So 16 millimeters time the crop factor of 1.5 with a Sony gets you what? 24 millimeters. So it looks just like a G Master. Imagine that. All right, so listen, that was a great question though. I think there was another question. Hold up. I answered that. All right, so next one. Rocking the A6600. Dope camera, by the way. Put a pre-order on that Sony a7C. Another dope camera. I actually just did my first video on that camera about a week ago. But wondering if I could complete the order or wait for the a7 IV. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I believe the best camera is the one you can get a hold of. Right? When the A7 IV coming? Who the hell knows? Nobody knows. It's rumored to be coming early next year, but would you rather get something now and enjoy it, or wait indefinitely not knowing when that camera's coming out, or how much money is gonna cost? So I would say right now, if you're ready to jump to full grain, if you're ready to jump to full frame, either snag the A7C or get you an A7 III, which I just made a video on that too. Actually, it's the A7C video I put up, but I talked about a lot in that video, whether you should get it or the A7 III. I don't think you could go wrong either way. They both have some pros and cons, but to answer your question, if you got the money right now, you ready to make a purchase, make the freaking purchase. What's the point of waiting? What's the point of waiting? If you died, I don't want you to die, but let's just say a week from now, like if something happened to you, God forbid, would you want to be looking down at yourself like, man, you should have got that A7C when you had the chance? Get the camera, man. Ain't no point of waiting. If you could get a hold of it now and it's gonna make you happy now, use it now. And then who knows, like if the A7 IV comes out in 6 months, sell it. Sell the A7C and get most of your money back, and then put a couple dollars with it and get the A7 IV. That's a great question though. I think there was no other questions until like the bottom. So I'm gonna start at the bottom and go back up. Kazman, what up, man? Thanks for coming through, by the way. I appreciate you. Hey, you know what? You get some coffee. There you go. You get some of that. It's almost gone, but you get some of that. All right, so yeah, why not the A7S III? I have one upstairs. My wife is using it. That is y'all about to make me get the A7S III. Y'all keep bringing. Her name is Chelsea. I named my A7S III Chelsea. So y'all gonna keep talking about Chelsea, and I'm gonna have to go and get her to join this stream. The best camera is the one you can get a hold of. Yep, just like I was about to go somewhere. I ain't gonna go there. Hey, Zach Talks Tech, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through. Ecamm, you already know. This is definitely Ecamm. I love my Tamron 28-75 f2.8 on my full frame Nikon. My favorite lens. Hey, it's a great lens, man. That 20mm is lit. I loved that lens. And honestly, I still miss the 24mm G Master, but there's a but. The A7S III has active stabilization. Y'all know where I'm going with this. The A7S III has active stabilization. And it results in a 10% crop, or 1.1 times crop. So that takes, if I were to get another G Master, or if I were to use my 24-70, that gives me like relatively like 27, 28mm, which is not really ideal for vlogging. So I could get the 20mm, because if you go 20mm at 1.1 times crop, that's only like 22mm. So when I go to rebuy my next fast prime, I might shoot for that 20mm f1.8 versus the 24, only because of the A7S III's active stabilization. That means I can vlog and still have my background blue out and be buttery smooth. The sauce, you know the sauce I'm talking about. So, hey, Renee Ritchie, I just switched to the 24-70 as well. I haven't taken it off my camera since I've gotten it. It is ridiculous how good the 24-70mm G Master is. Ridiculous. I'm missing some comments. Let me see. Yeah, Ecamm, we talked about that. Yo, great opportunity for a plug, Zach. Thanks for bringing that up. All the production tweets, all of the production details to all of this going on, the lighting, the sound, everything is in the description. If y'all are into live streaming and you have Mac, I am using Ecamm Live. You don't need a capture card like you do most other softwares. You just plug it straight into your damn camera. You You want to try out Ecamm? Link in the description. Music I'm using in this stream is, of course, from Epidemic Sound. If you're a new creator, you haven't found a music service yet, try them out for free for 30 days. Tell them I sent you. Link in the description. If you like the look to this video, if you want it like the sauce, you see the sauce. If you like the sauce, this is my custom LUT called Drama. And I use this on most of my videos. However, it's a part of an 8-pack that you can cop down below in the description. 8 LUTs. They're not conversion LUTs. I'm just letting you know. They're not like color space transforms. But if you just want some dope look on your video, hey, go and grab them. $9. For $9, transform the look of all your videos. And then lastly, if anybody would like to donate to the stream, absolutely not required, but I always put it out there. The Cash App is in the description, and Super Chats are always open. Again, not required, but I certainly appreciate people who donate. That money goes back into the channel, keeps the lights on, feeds the babies. And y'all know I like to do nice stuff for nice people sometimes. So sometimes that money goes back out as random acts of kindness to other people. So, hey, lastly, if you haven't liked this stream, it's almost 50 people in here. Like the stream, yo. What are you doing? Like the stream. It only take a second. This is... Make the sound. Go and do it. All right, let me get back to it. Yeah, Tanner, what up, man? It's what I use, Ecamm. Listen, Ecamm is low-key a cheat code. Zach Talks Tech in the building. I love Ecamm, absolutely. Android Stub, what up? Good to see you. Kazman, what? Make a video of camera conspiracies. That would be a cool collab. Hey, I like his videos, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I know some people don't like him. I love his videos. He was actually in one of my live streams before. I didn't know he was watching. I just saw him drop a comment. I'm like, oh shit, camera conspiracies in the house. So, hey, tell him, hey, go to his video and tell him, yo, go, hey, you need to go make a collab with TerryWarfield. Let's make it happen. I'm all for it. Let me make sure I ain't missed no comments. All right, I missed this. I accidentally bought a second CF Express and was hoping I could use it on the A7S III. But it turns out there are 2 different kinds of CF Express, and Canon and Sony use the different kinds. Yep. Sony is the only one with CF Express Type A. Jimmy is promo. How much external storage do you have connected to your laptop? All SSD. So I have, I need some storage, man. I'm going to be honest. Like, it's a couple, like, NAS companies out there, like Synology and Drobo, but like Synology, we were supposed to work something out and it just didn't happen. And Drobo was talking crazy to me. Drobo was talking crazy to me, asking me all types of wild stuff. Like, I'm cool. Listen, if I gotta jump through hoops just to get a product, I'll just buy it, yo. It ain't that big of a deal. I'll sell something to get it. Like, I learned real early, and I'm not saying Drobo tried to take advantage of me, but if you let these companies push you around, they'll push you around just based off the strength that they think you, like, they know small creators is hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's like rappers too. It's the same thing with rappers or musicians. They take advantage of the small creators. They know you itching for that opportunity to get a free product. So they'll be like, oh, you need to drop a video. You need to tag us here. You need to tag us there. You need to feature us in 3 promotions. Like, I ain't got time for all that. Unless you paying or it's something that I really want or it's a relationship that I really want, it ain't happening. They tried to sun me, yo, and ain't nobody gonna do that to me. Danny, man, he took me a while to warm up too, but he's funny. Will be a dope collab. That's what I like about him, man. I really like that about him. And I kind of pride myself in the same thing. And this is no shade to nobody. Nobody. Y'all hear me now. I want to hear it. I want to hear y'all saying, oh, Terry said XYZ. No, there's no shade to nobody. But we all know in the camera space, it is very, very, what's the word I want to use? Like, everybody, like, you watch one video, you feel like you watched them all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the same pacing. Everybody has the same look. Everybody uses the same music. It's no flavor in it. Which is why I kind of pride myself And it's crazy because the video that I went to film today is a video about being yourself, which it'll be dropping in probably about the next 2 weeks. It's not a tech video. It's going back to what I used to do. It's like a motivational film. But I get it. Like, you get into the space, right? And you watching everybody. And it doesn't just have to be camera space. It could be like you're a rapper, you're a gamer, you're a painter, whatever. You know, you subconsciously want to be with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You subconsciously want to be with the people that's doing it, right? But one thing I learned early was like, that's like, you got to be you to stand out. You can't go into a space of people who are all doing the same thing and then go do the same thing that they doing and then expect to stand out or blow up. So I'm gonna be honest, when I first started on my path, because I used to do like mobile phone reviews and stuff like that, and when I decided that, yo, like I'm really passionate about cameras and film, and I've been like that my whole life. Like, why am I not making content about this? So once I made my pivot, you know, then I got to watching the Peter McKinnons and the Maddie Hapuyas and the Becky and Chris's and Gerald Unduns, which mad love to all of them. It's crazy because I'm friends with most of them now, which is crazy because I used to look at them like, and this is a moment of transparency. I used to look at them like, yo, like I want to do what they doing. I want my videos to look how theirs look. And I think that's where we go wrong as creators. And that's why I don't consume a lot of YouTube content, because if you watch 10 videos on something, the 11th video, not the 11th, when you go to try to make your own video, you got 10 videos stuck in your head. So you subconsciously gonna make content just like that. And then you're falling into the YouTube trap, right? It's not even a YouTube trap. You're falling into like the mental trap of trying to make content like other people. And this goes for everything. It don't even have to be YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes for everything. And that's something that I pride myself. Once I recognized that I was doing that, I was like, man, hold up. I'm not no Peter. I'm not no Maddie. I'm not no YC Imogen. And again, big respect to all of them. This is no shade. But I'm motherfucking TerryWarfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm TerryWarfield. And this is what y'all are gonna get. Y'all about to get me, like it or love it. And once I like step back, like, why am I trying to make content like other people? Why am I trying to fit into a space where I don't technically fit into? I'm like, I'll make my own space. I'll carve my own lane. And that's what I did. And now that I like, it's crazy because like now that I've started being me, started bringing my flavor, hate it or love it. Like, some people don't like it. I get it. I get comments I get YouTube comments all the time like, you're arrogant, you're cocky, you know? And I'll be like, shut up and get off my video. But now that I've like embraced who I am, you know, it's crazy because, and I'm about to get real deep on y'all. Woo, we need a sip of coffee. We need a sip of coffee. It's about to get real. The tech talk is over. It's about to get real. All right, listen. So being black, right? And this is like, it's just a reality. It just is what it is. I'm definitely not throwing shade. Yeah, crowded. Yeah, preach. Yeah. Yeah, Terry, you are spot on about imposter syndrome. Yeah, and a lot of us fall for it, and a lot of us have this syndrome and don't realize we got the syndrome. But listen, being black, yo, I'm gonna be honest. It's not widely accepted to be a nerd and be black, especially looking like me. Let's call a spade, right? The black tip, like, well, when you see black men on TV, what are they? Either rappers, they got jewelry, they guns, loud, XYZ. They're athletes. Typically rappers or athletes are like the black men are represented in media as athletes or rappers. And that's usually it. So when you get somebody that look like me, which I could fit into both of those categories because I was a rapper at one point. I was an athlete at one point. I'm still an athlete to a degree. I don't look like, I look like I'm supposed to fit into those categories. So the fact that I don't fit into those categories and then people see me on Instagram or wherever and I look like the rapper, I look like the athlete, I got the jewelry on, I got the look, but I'm talking about cameras, cameras, and I'm explaining to people what an aperture is and what ISO is. And I'm making like motivational films and other like films that you wouldn't expect somebody like me to make. Then people like, whoa. And the first thing people do when it's something outside of their norm, until they see everybody else jumping on the bandwagon, which y'all know about the bandwagon effect, people don't want to support it. And I'm just being honest. Hey, wasn't Juice your rap name? Yep. That's crazy. But the reality is people don't want to support it because it's not the cool thing to do. But I embraced it, and instead of running from it, like I am all of those things still. I am still an angry black man that will, I'm not gonna say smack nobody because I'm obviously I'm way bigger than that now. But I'm still the same. But I'm also a whole lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole lot of other stuff. And at the end of the day, I guess I'm just a swole, angry nerd. And the reason I'm saying this is because now that I've accepted that I'm a swole, angry nerd, and I've accepted that people ain't gonna like me because I don't fit the norm. I don't look like the norm in the camera space. Now that I've accepted that, you can't tell me nothing about it. And ever since that I've made that pivot and said, you know what, I'm about to do this how I want to do it. I don't care who don't like it. Now people are starting to gravitate towards it. So the whole point of me going through that long spiel I just went through was to tell you to be yourself. And I think that comment started with Danny's comment of he took me a while to warm up to him, but he's funny. That's the reason I like him, is because he's not the typical. He's not doing the product reviews where he's just spewing out camera facts. Half the stuff he say is not even like nerdy. It's nerdy, but I really rock with him because of his goofiness and the fact that the crazy part is people might look at him and be like, he'll never be successful like this because he's not doing what everybody else is doing. He's not sitting there blurting out specs and giving you tons and tons of creative B-roll and all that. He's just being funny on camera about cameras, and that's it. And bro is eating. Bro is eating. So I would love to, if anybody want to line it up, man, tell him I want to holler at him. Let's get back to these comments. Yeah, Juice was my rap name, man. I came out with one mixtape. It was called Flood Watch. And I think if I wouldn't have kept the reason why I stopped, it was crazy because one of my songs was getting played on the radio, but I don't know why I stopped. I think I got deterred because, again, I didn't look like I wasn't rapping about shooting people and, XYZ like typical rap is. And Cleveland is a gritty place. Cleveland is a real gritty place. And I think I stopped because, even though it was picking up steam, I didn't see that instant result like I thought I was going to. And in hindsight, I wish I would have kept going. But, you live and you learn. But that's what, I dropped one mixtape and then kept it going. Dwayne Mim said, I was never a rapper or an athlete, but probably been a nerd my whole life. I had to hide it a bit growing up, to be honest. Yeah, like, that's a fact. I ran from it for a long time because, you know, it would, like, being known for talking about cameras, who does that? But now it's what I am, you know what I'm saying? Going back through the comments. That's why we chilling with you right now and not over at someone else's channel. Hey, so real. Thank you so much, man. Facts, facts, facts. Oh man, that's the truth. Yeah. In a world full of cookie cutter videos on the same tech, it's good to have some more unique content with some sprinkles. I agree. Shout out to the people who love the cookie cutter content. I don't want to call it that because that could come off as disrespectful. And I never would I would never devalue somebody's work or body of work. But I will say, like, a lot of content in the camera space looks the same. So I try to shy away from that. Yep. Yep. Drop some camera bars. Hey man, y'all might get some Sony raps up in this thing. I'm here for the rap, and I was hold on. I missed some. Yep, got that. Virtual Japan. Yo man, loving the videos. Jealous you got your A7S III. I'm still here waiting. It was a long wait. It was probably the longest wait I ever had in my life. Let me switch the song real quick. We need to get back on a positive vibe in here. Hold up. I like this. Wait. No. Let's get back to this. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me tell you something. The only way I got my Sony A7S III is I had to call BH Photo and literally rip them a new one. And it was crazy because fortunately, like, I'm part of a program. I can't say what the program is, but we got a pretty substantial discount on the Sony A7S III. And a friend of mine also was a part of that program. My order was in a month before his, and he ordered his and had his the next week. So I'm like, wait a minute. We placed the same type of order. It wasn't like my guy ordered a lens or a combo kit, body only. How on earth does he have his camera before me? So I had to call BH, and then after like 4 days of arguing with them, I'm like, you know what? I'll just pull my money and shop somewhere else. And at that point, they was like, let me get a manager. I just bet you do want to get a manager now. And then I had my camera within a few days. So if you're still waiting, maybe call the camera shop that you order from and, hey man, tell them, you know what? I just called my local camera shop and they told me they got one in stock. So unless you want me to cancel this order, you better send me my camera. Hey, it works. But I appreciate you. Realness is the crave of this observer. Appreciate you. Black nerds for the win. Hi, we just as knowledgeable on the technical elements too. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm probably one of the nerdiest cats you'll ever meet. People used to make fun and joke because you like that stuff ain't the norm. You speaking truths. Fact. Same with camera conspiracies. Yep. I feel what he's saying because I'm a dude from the hood who likes tech. Me and the fellas used to phone battle in the trap. People vary and it's okay. That's a fact. But you know what? Our society doesn't make it like that. Our society makes it wrong. I'll say the black culture. I won't even say our society. I think black culture is just so jacked up, man. I mean, I love our culture. I love things about our culture, don't get me wrong. And I love who I am and I would never change it. But some of our like beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like how the black culture is just like synonymous with violence and, you know, strippers, drugs, money. Like, and if you don't fit into one of those categories, people don't really gravitate towards it. It's crazy. But I'm going to keep pushing because I'm going to break through that. I ain't even worried about it. What's good, T? What up, Jane? What's up with it? Renee, with the words of wisdom. Nobody should be the 100th version of a successful person. I'm a sub creator out. Person. Even though creator is right. Person. Because Everybody is different. We were all created different. So why do you want to go be like somebody else? What the beauty in who we are, like the beauty in who the hell we are, is that we're different. And some people need to just embrace it. I've embraced it. Like the beauty is, listen, as creators, real talk, we all talk about the same stuff. And nobody's talking about nothing different than anybody else. People subscribe, people watch, people gravitate to you because of who you are as a person. 9 times out of 10, you do get that one-off scenario where, you know, people like, his B-roll is great, so I'm gonna sub to him. But usually people subscribe for the person. That's why so many people subscribe to Camera Conspiracies. Again, he's a great example because they just like him as a person. He's like that cool, quirky dude that you could sit around and drink a beer with, and he'll have you rolling, laughing the whole time. Like, who don't want to be a part of that? But yeah, Renee, totally agree. Can we get camera nerd raps? Hey, y'all might spark something. Deep knowledge, but very practical, stylized to show the results of applying what you know. That's what I try to do. Is Danny still in here? He might have left. Back in the days, being a nerd, you get made fun of. Look who's rocking now. Nerds, we are taking over. Hey, it's like all the chicks in school who was cold in school when you was in high school, right? And now they get 20 years past and they look terrible. You know, Mike Jones used to say back then, they ain't want me. Now I'm hot. You know, I ain't gonna finish the rap, but nerds taking over. My wife say all the time, I'm so glad that you weren't one of them. Because look at all the opportunities we have in today's age where it's so many people that don't even know how to do the most mundane stuff that from tech. Like, I'm glad to be who I am. We could sit here in the comfort of our own house and make money online creating content that you love to create. Who don't want to do that? And all of these years of nerd life has it's got me to this point. All right. Yeah, Danny Wingett, that's my guy, man. Trevor New, I got mine and so worth the wait. Thanks for helping me choose. For sure. Danny, Renee, one of the greatest. Hey, it's 2 goats in here, Danny and big shout out to Danny too. I got to give a big shout out to Danny. Danny is another guy with a huge platform who is always pushing my stuff, who's always reaching out to me like, Terry, how can I help? So Danny, thank you. I really appreciate you, man. Look at Terry getting his Karen on. Oh man, Greg, it's bedtime. Thanks for hosting the camera dance party. Thanks for keeping it live. Always, man. Thanks for coming through. Virtual, can I come? Had to pull a Karen on them to get your camera. I had to threaten them. Hey, send it or I'm going elsewhere. Thanks for coming through, my guy. Great message. Thank you, David. Me, myself, and I. No carbon copy of me. Straight facts. Mike Sucky. True. Jimmy is promo. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I greatly appreciate you. Jimmy says $5 for Jimmy is promo. 5 for the coffee. 5 for the nerds. Coffee break. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if anybody else want to support, hey, super chat is open. Cash app is down in the description. Not required, but definitely appreciate it. Basil Tiffany, I'm a black nerd from the hood. Nerdiness is relative. Back home, I was definitely a nerd. Went to an Ivy League school for college. You'd think I was Dave Chappelle or something. That's pretty deep. How are you liking the Godox SL60W? I think for the money, it's kind of hard to argue with. I wish I had more control. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm probably gonna end up switching over to aperture. And I'm gonna explain why. First of all, I'm being lit right now. The SL60W is right here. And over here, I got an Elgato key light, which Elgato sent me that. The SL60 I paid for, Elgato hooked everything up for me. They sent me the key lights. I got 2 key lights. They sent me the Stream Deck XL, which is right there. And they sent me the Elgato Wave 3, which is right here. So big shout out to Elgato. They hooked everything up for me. They sent everything. Did not ask me to make videos or nothing. So I got a like big shout out to Elgato. But for my main light, I think I'm probably, even though I love the SL60W, like for the SL60W, for the grid, the softbox, the whole setup was like $250 to get like a dope light that's powerful enough to use like on commercial projects. So yeah, I would definitely grab one if you don't want to spend $800 on the aperture to get the SL60W. They also make like a SL150 now if you need more power than the SL60. But this is a great light for not a lot of money. So I would, if you need a main light or a second light, I would definitely grab one. Hey, you know what? I might have an affiliate link for you down in the description. I might have one down for you in the description. So if you want to buy one, you know what I'm saying? I'm using the SL60 and a Glow Easy parabolic diffuser. It's 28 inch. It's pretty big. It's not too big, but it gives you that nice soft light. Hey, big shout out to Renee. Thank you so much for the super chat. Coffee is life. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take our last sip right now. I'm gonna share this last sip with you, Renee. There you go. Get some of that. But yeah, thank you for supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate it. Simply Pops, what up, man? What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through. I feel like I was just talking to you the other day. Well, I was just talking to you the other day. Danny says, how do you feel about your iPhone switch? You sticking with it? What is the biggest thing you miss about your Android phone Pixel? Woo! That is a great question, my guy. Nice change of pace because we've been talking about cameras for the last 30 minutes. Actually, we haven't. We've been talking about the real shit for the last 30 minutes. But we did talk about cameras too. So here she is, iPhone 12 Pro. She's beautiful, by the way. So I love it. But probably not for the same reasons everybody else loves it. The reason I switched to iPhone was because I have my iPad Pro right here. My main machine is my MacBook Pro over here. And Danny, like you big on Instagram. Like when I post stuff, I like to cross post. You know what I'm saying? So I'll post something to Twitter. I'll post it to maybe a Facebook group. That's the only reason I use Facebook, because I hate Facebook. I might go to Instagram and want to post it to Instagram. Now, I can get Instagram on my iPad, but it's like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's got some bugs to it. So the reason I wanted to switch to iPhone, back to iPhone, was for two reasons only. AirDrop. Being able to go from my MacBook to my iPad with a video or something like that I wanted to post to Twitter, I can just AirDrop it. But when I want to get that same video from my iPad to my phone, then I will have to email it to myself or shrink it down to a smaller file size to make it faster to transfer, just to post it on Instagram. And that workflow was really bugging me. So as much as I love Android phones, I still got like 3 Pixels over here. I got 2 other Ants. So I got like 5 phones around this house, and all of them are Android phones. While I love Android phones and appreciate them for, like, you know, obviously the way bigger, better screens and just the little creature features that iPhone doesn't have, from a utilitarian perspective, I will probably never switch back to an Android phone as my main driver. Which is why whenever you go out to like these events, and it's crazy because I might get some flack for this, right? Every Samsung event, every LG event, like every event you go to, even the people from said company have an iPhone tucked in the pocket. because from a utilitarian perspective, it just a plain old getting it done, a communication device, social networks, and the second reason that I went back to iPhone is just for the camera. The camera. I am like, the Pixel is raw when it comes to photos, but in videos it's not that great. Galaxy phones, for example, are great with video, but I don't care how many cameras that they put into it, the cameras are never good. Never good. And like, I just want something that's maybe not perfect in both, but can do both good enough. And it just works. And the apps are just designed so much better. So to answer your question, I could go off on this shit for an hour. It's not perfect. Obviously, there's things I don't like about it. Like freaking lightning. The fact that they're still putting the archaic lightning port in this thing is ridiculous. But trade-offs, because now I got AirDrop. So now I don't need a fast USB-C port to transfer files back and forth because AirDrop. Stuff like this. This thing is freaking $40 for a little wireless charging puck. There's things I don't like about the iPhone, but I switched back to it from a creator workflow perspective. Not for all the bells and whistles, but because this makes my workflow better. I wanted to get like the Galaxy Fold 2. I wanted to get like the Galaxy Note 20, but I had to think about it like, will those give me anything more than what I already had with my current Samsung phone for me to spend money on them? And the answer to that question was no. It doesn't matter if I got the Galaxy Fold 2, which I still want. Does that help me make my work? Does that make my workflow any easier? So I held off on all of these amazing new phones that came out to go back to iPhone, because that's the one device that makes life simpler for me from a creative perspective. Y'all know when you get older, you got kids, you got a wife, you got all that stuff. They in sports, you still work. They in sports, I'm still working. I still do film and photography on the side. I still live in the gym and still got to find time to create YouTube content. All of those precious minutes, they matter. They might not like from a day-to-day basis matter, but imagine if like I can get 20 minutes of my time back from AirDrop. You know, it kind of makes sense. Like, time is valuable, and this gives me some of my time back, even though it doesn't have the bells, whistles, and all that stuff like that the Android phones do. So it's a give and take. Like I said, I still got Android phones in the pocket. I'll probably always keep Android phones because I love each ecosystem for like its respective advantages. And you know, I don't really think one is better. But I will say this: iOS 14 is lit. I remember hating iPhones because you could not. It was so much stuff you couldn't do on them. Like, it was just so much stuff you can't. Like, I can't attach a freaking picture to an email. What? And now you can do all that stuff. You can attach stuff, you can transfer stuff, you can download straight from the internet, you can, you know, customize your home screen. Like, you can do all of that stuff now. So the transition wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because all of those limitations, they don't, you know, iOS don't have all them limitations no more. So for me, and this is my point right here. Yeah. So fast, so consistent. I use it for B-roll. At least yeah, you could get some look, listen, I don't know, like, if y'all, I've been on an iPhone content kick. Last 4 videos I made was about the iPhone. Not reviewing it, just talking about like the HDR and the camera. But I made a short film called Alone. You may or may not have seen it. And, you know, it was just something, it wasn't the most creative thing ever, but I wanted to like put it to use, and instead of like just stitching a bunch of clips together, I tried to give it a theme. And some of those clips from that video, like C-Kid hit me up after watching that video. Like, bro, you used your A7S III for some of them clips, did you? And I'm like, no, I didn't. That was all filmed on an iPhone. So, like, once you understand the limitations of the iPhone's camera, and you learn how to work within those limitations, like, obviously you don't want to use it in like a low light scenario, etc., etc. you could get some crazy footage out of the iPhone. You really can. And it's just wild that you could do that from your pocket. That's what it's really all about, being able to do it from your pocket without having to like pull out your actual camera. I got locks falling on my hat. But that's what it's all about, is being able to do it from your pocket. So to answer your question, yeah, I'm sticking with it. I tried to exchange it for the graphite though. And they basically told me if you want to exchange it, you need to return yours, and then the graphite one won't be in stock until freaking December. December? You think about the wait till December? So I just kept the one that I was using. Viper just came through. What up, man? Thanks for coming through to support, man. We've been rolling. You missed the real portion. We was going in for about 30 minutes. We was going in. But big shout out to you for coming through, man. I appreciate you. Viper to build it, Virtual Japan. Totally agreed the iPhone 12 Pro was way better than I was expecting. Yeah, I'm actually blown away by it. And they just look so sexy. I gotta add. Like, I got it cased up now because I don't want to drop it. So Caseology sent me over like 40 cases. So I put it on there. But the camera on this phone is ridiculous. Yo, Terry, my favorite Sony YouTuber. Thank you so, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate that. Returning to get the Pro Max. I will not, because I don't like huge phones. So this is the biggest I want to go with a phone. That Pro Max, if I'm going to get a Pro Max out, let me tell you, this is basically what carrying around an iPhone Pro Max looks like. Hello? Yeah. Hello? Yeah. All right, let me call you right back. Yeah, that's what carrying the iPhone Pro Max looks like. So I'm always on the go, man. I'm always on the go. And I know it might not bother some people, but it really bothers me to have this huge phone in my pocket, because then I gotta worry about it. I gotta make sure like I don't drop it. I gotta maybe take, even though you shouldn't be texting and driving, but you know the wave. Sometimes you do need two hands to get to like the top, and I don't like that. So this is the biggest I would go as my main driver, right? If I'm at the house, I like I could have a Galaxy Fold 2 at the house, you know what I'm saying? Or I could have a bigger phone at the house. But when I'm out on the go, I need something that's pocketable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, it is that bad. Yes, it is that bad. This is imagine being in traffic trying to one-hand text with this thing. Look at this. It's ridiculous. By the way, I took that picture. It might be too blown out for y'all to see. I took that picture. I don't feel like adjusting the camera. But I will send that to anybody who wants it as a screensaver. Let me go up. I might just have to cop it. I do love the look of it. Oh yeah, the phone is so sexy, yo. I gotta take it out the case. If I can get it out the case. Hold up. Since we here, right? We here, right? Oh my God. Let me get all the, it look like I've been eating French fries. Hold up 1 second. Woo. Oh, that's a bad mamma jamma right there. That's that gold joint. I like the front. I like the front and the sides. But I wish they would have went with a black back. I don't like that. It would have been so raw if the whole phone was black with that gold trim and the gold accents around the cameras. Woo! I could debrand it up, but I ain't about to pay for that. Alone affected me forever. That video was, I could put Alone on the screen if y'all want to. No, I won't. I won't do that. But I might drop the link. It's terrible. Are you getting that new God of War when it comes out? Hey, do bears poop in the woods? Hell yeah, I'm getting it. I love God of War. Chris Marcella, what's your current live stream setup? Looks slick. Hey, production details are in the description. The lights, the LUT that I'm using is a custom LUT that I create. I gotta plug it. You asked. I'm only plugging it because you asked. We'll go over it real quick. Godox SL60. Camera I'm using right now. Sony A7 III, not the S3, that's upstairs. Sigma 16mm f1.4. Crop lens. Over there, Elgato key light. Microphone, Elgato Wave 3. And that cinematic sauce you see, that's drama. That's the custom LUT. You can buy that LUT if you want to. It's part of an 8-pack. It's in the description. It's only $9 if you want to support the channel. Just throwing that out there. Only because you asked. That's because Terry rocking them skinny jeans. Man, you know I'm too big for skinny jeans. I hate skinny, man, listen. I be trying to look like the hipsters, man. But the issue is I work out and I squat a lot. So, and I'm black. And most black people have skinny ankles. So I got huge quads. And like down towards the bottom of like I got swole legs except for around my ankles. So the issue is when I want to get the jeans that fit right, for me to get them like around my legs and up over my, you know, I'm talking to a man, so we ain't about to get all intimate, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm trying to say. So for me to get pants that fit the right way above my knees, I have to get them bigger. But then when they're bigger, then they're too big for my skinny ankles right above my foot. So I usually just stick to jogging pants or joggers. I did go to I think Hollister a couple weeks ago, and I was able to get into them pants, but they was stretchy. And every time I put them on, I gotta like stretch them out. I wore them today, as a matter of fact. Hey man, just found your channel recently and I've been enjoying the content. Keep up the great work. Hey man, I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Yeah, black and gold would have been hot. Also just ordered 12 Pro Max. Yep. I'm still rocking my iPhone X all black. Hey Chris, iPhone X is my favorite iPhone ever. Xbox or PS5. I talked about this earlier in the stream, but I picked PS5 because of the games. I don't really think you can, like, from a hardware perspective, both of them are hugely powerful. You know, people get into pissing matches online, like which one is more powerful. At the end of the day, who cares? Get the system that got the games that you want. And for me, all the games that I want are PS5. He got pinky knuckles for ankles. Hey, listen. I mean, they ain't that small, but it's crazy because most black men are most black men are built like top down, and most white men are built like bottom up. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's genetics. Nothing you can do. There's no workout you can do to get bigger ankles. Everything else, like I used to be like 120 pounds soaking wet. I'm 215 now. So everything else I've built up, legs, the cannons, the shoulders, like all of that, but you can't, like, there's nothing you can do to work out your ankles. Like, there's no muscles around your ankles that you can get bigger. So, yeah, man, it's kind of like people like when we used to go on vacations, like me and my best friend, and like they used to laugh at me because it's so hard to find clothes that fit right when you swole. Nothing fits right. Like sometimes I'll be envious of skinny dudes because everything they put on just look dope. But I guess it's a give and a take, because I could just squeeze into a regular t-shirt. They can't do that. All I gotta do is have a clean haircut with a regular t-shirt and a fresh pair of tennies, and hey, I don't even need all that fancy clothing. But when I do want to get dressed up, it's a little difficult because of swole problems. Yeah. But anyways, we have been rolling for let me see. Let me look at here now. We've been rolling for over an hour, about an hour and a half. So about to start wrapping this up. I did want to thank all of y'all for coming through. We had close to 60 people in here tonight until started to taper off in the last 15-20 minutes. So big shout out to everybody that came through and supported tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Big shout out to everybody who sent super chats tonight. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate that. It always like baffles me that people like want to go into their hard-earned money and support what I do. That's wild. Like, I will never not be gracious and grateful for that. So big shout out to all of y'all that have sent super chats. I really appreciate you. If you didn't, that's cool. If you did, that's cool. If you didn't, I thank you for just coming and kicking it tonight. Oh, whoa. I'm about to play Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. Wish me luck. Let me tell you something. Horizon Zero Dawn is my second favorite game of all time. I said it. Horizon Zero Dawn is my second favorite game of all time. Right behind Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You're going to love Horizon Zero Dawn. And if you got a PS5 coming, you'll be able to play it at 60 frames a second. And at least 1800p, I think. Something like that. You're going to love it. And if you don't, it's you. It's not Guerrilla Games. It's you. But I hope you love it, man. That's one of my favorite games of all time. GOAT, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's the best way to get more of your work. What do you talk about, Renee? Am I looking forward to Call of Duty Cold War? No, I'm not. I played the beta or alpha, whatever it was, and I was not impressed whatsoever. I wasn't impressed. It felt like Modern Warfare with a World War II or whatever, a Cold War, whatever. What was Cold War? I don't know. I'm not even about to get it wrong because I don't want to disrespect none of the soldiers. But it felt like Modern Warfare with a skin on it. Like the mechanics were exactly the same. And I still, like, this is one thing that pisses me off about Call of Duty. Example. You know how heavy old guns were. So you mean to tell me somebody is, like, I don't know if you've ever held a sniper rifle, depending on the rifle. Them jokers is heavy. So the fact that somebody can lift a sniper, aim, get the shot on target, and put the rifle back down, by the time I even can get my submachine gun up to my eye, like, that quick scoping is out of control. I expect that in like Warzone or Modern Warfare. I don't expect that because the newer guns are lighter, better materials, better alloys, but no, I don't want it at all. Not buying it, don't care. No. I knew you my Ocarina all the time. Ocarina Auto. I'm a Zelda head. I actually contemplated on starting a second channel just for Zelda content. Like, there's times where I'm bored. I just sit around and like read Zelda lore and theory about the different timelines and all of that stuff, that nerding out. I love Zelda. Forget Cold War. Check out the game 83 by the same developers of Rise and Storm. All right, I'll check that out. I like Battlefield a little more. Facts, me too. Battlefield 4 is my favorite shooting game of all time. Supporting the creators. Oh, okay. Yep. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, y'all. So we've been on here for about an hour and 40 minutes. Thank y'all for everybody that's came through. Especially y'all that been here since the beginning of the stream. I really appreciate y'all. Take a second after the video, maybe peek through some of the new videos I have posted, see if you find something you like in there. And again, I really appreciate y'all and thank y'all so much. So next stream will probably be in another week or two. I will post the details. I know this was kind of impromptu, last minute, because I didn't tell nobody about this stream at all. But yeah, I will keep y'all updated with the details. So I'm about to hop off of here. Y'all know how I get down. Peace and chicken grease. Terry Warfield. Thank y'all so much for coming through and hanging out. Peace. I'm out.